Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, for today's video, sorry if the lighting in here is bad or you can't see me that well, but I'm using my camera and my bathroom is small. So I'm going to be doing a updated makeup video because the last one I did was about almost a year ago, and my makeup has changed and my face has changed a bit more too. So mostly this is going to be like a contrasty video compared to kind of like how I did makeup back then compared to how I do them now. Alright, today I will be starting with lotion. When I do makeup, because I have already shaved my face, the next part I do is I take a makeup wipe. So you'll miss that step, but I take a makeup wipe and I wipe my face or clean my face. You could clean your face with pretty much anything. I also have this Olay Gentle Clean, which I also use, but ignore that. Someone was apparently trying to get a hold of me, but I'm doing this video. You guys come first. Alright, my lotion is from Me Makeover Essentials. This is moisturizing body lotion with Dead Sea minerals. I love this stuff, and I'm so sad because it's almost gone. I use this twice a day. I use it every single day on my face. So that's why my skin is so soft. Although not completely. And as you can see, I've got areas on my face that I hate because blocks your redness. But that's also why I have recently bought. I'll mention what I bought earlier. Let's just get into this, shall we? I take about that much, almost a quarter size, and I just rub it between my hands, and I just put it everywhere. For me, it's really important to moisturize the face. When you're putting makeup on, or more like for me, it's important for me to moisturize the face because you're gonna be putting makeup on, and I just like keeping my face nice and moisturized. I don't know who it was that called me, but I rejected the call because I'm busy. Now, also, we are using my beautiful makeup brushes that you guys saw in my last video. However, they came out with a different color set because these ones are kind of like this orangey color, and they now have ones that are kind of like a pastel pink color. So I will be getting those, and I'll be giving this beautiful brush set to my best friend Jessica. You've seen her. She has a channel. Subscribe. Okay. Now we are starting with Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. And I'm going to be using this brush. There's names for these brushes. I really wish they would just write the name for it, but that's okay. It doesn't have to. Sorry if I'm not looking directly at you guys. I'm looking at my mirror right here, to the right of you guys, but right, left, whatever. But because this is just my camera that I use is just a Fujifilm. It's really cheap. It was only like $80. I'm planning on buying a new camera, but that calls for money, and with me trying to save for surgeries, it's kind of difficult. So yeah. Alright, we've got the primer done. Next is foundation. No, I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. This is one of the new things I bought. This is Maybelline Cover Stick Color Corrector Concealer. This is a green concealer, and if you're looking at me, you see the redness on my face, and therefore you know why. So, yeah. I mostly just put it on the areas of my face that I know are red. Okay. Now we're gonna bring back this brush. We're going to set this with powder. I usually just dump just a little bit into the lid, so that way I'm not having enough powder. And this is going to get all over my shirt, so you'll see that. So enjoy. Now setting this helps to, so when I add my foundation, it won't completely get rid of it. It won't like smear it or whatever. I've never actually performed this in person. I saw it on a YouTube video a couple days ago. So we'll see how it turns out. Now, I do not use brushes. Now, in terms of foundation, the foundation I use is the Maybelline. Most of my makeup is Maybelline, in case you were wondering. And the music in the background is copyright free. I'm sure I look awful. I'm aware. Whatever. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte plus Poreless Foundation in 110 Porcelain. I actually stopped using this for a very long time because it was too light for my skin, and I just pour it. Whoa! It came out really fast, and I stopped using that when I bought a beauty blender. This is from Dollar General, so it is. It's not even remotely bright pink anymore because it's covered in foundation. And I got, just dab it. However, I like full coverage, so I end up adding foundation pretty much everywhere. And then the dabbing mess begins. However, I did order or I will be ordering, I should say, this orange concealer for my dark circles and for my mustache. Okay, my foundation is not covering the green. I did not predict this was going to become a problem. So we're gonna take my brush. We're gonna just blend this. Despite the fact that I've been doing makeup for almost a year now, I still have a lot to learn when it comes to doing makeup. That's like that with anyone, I think. I actually find blending it with this so much easier. Alright, I think I've got that now. Alrighty. Sorry about the impromptu little blending there. I should have used this before making this video so you guys could actually see it better, but that's okay. That's okay. Now that we are done with foundation, this is also one of my new products. I bought LA Colors Cover Pro Concealer Up Stick. I also got this at Dollar General, and it was surprisingly cheap. It was only like $2, so I was really surprised. And so I'm going to put it under my dark circles to hide my. This won't completely cover it. My orange concealer that I'm going to be buying, which is by NYX, that will help to conceal it better. I pretty much cake on. I really tend to cake on a lot just to hide it as much as possible. And these, which still have a little bit of redness, okay. Now we're just going to use the Beauty Blender with this. I really like the Beauty Blender because it does such an amazing job, because it can blend my foundation out so well. Now, this foundation is still too light for my skin tone. I am planning on going to Sephora to get my skin matched again, because the foundation that they recommended, they no longer sell. I can't find it anywhere. So does it really help things? Oh. So now you can still see my dark circles, but they're less noticeable than they were before. Now that this is done, the last step is loose powder. So we're going to use the same loose powder that we had before, and just going to be putting it on. Well, my forehead's looking a little too powdery, but that's okay. Alright, we are done with powder. And now, in case you guys are wondering, the powder I use is LA Colors in Light, because I'm a pasty white bitch, in case you didn't know. Alright, next. The next thing we are going to be using is some highlight. I got this from Sephora. This is what their sample, and it is Tarte brand, and it is Stunner Amazonian Clay 12-hour highlighter. And we're just going to use this brush. I pretty much do a highlighter in the areas of my nose, on the crease, to give it a more thinning effect. And then I'll usually do my chin. And then I'll even do over here, the same areas that you would normally put contour. I don't have a contouring palette, so when we do using contour, I will be using eyeshadow. When you're broke and you have no money, you figure out things too. Now that we've added this, next up is going to be eyeshadow. And we're going to use this brush for the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow I'm using is also from Me Makeover Essentials. It came in this little clutch that you can use as your like a wallet. I just use it for my eyeshadow, whatever. And we are going to be using. We could be using this green right here. I have to say, in terms of eyeshadow, my face really likes darker colors, but I love green. Green is probably one of my favorite eyeshadows to apply. I'm going to get quite close because I want you guys to actually see it. If it doesn't make it on here, I don't know what to say, but... These aren't very potent, so like with most colors, I end up having to almost do like a second application. I don't wear eyeliner. I don't even have eyeliner, so I will not be adding eyeliner. And there we go. Pretty, right? I can't really see what I look like on the other side of the camera, so who knows? We'll find out when I go to upload it on how close I am and if I actually look decent. Alright, next. We are using mascara, which is Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. This little brush. I do not use false lashes, mostly because I've tried putting them on a couple of times, and it just doesn't work out because my eyes just don't like them. Either that or I need to watch a couple thousand hours of makeup tutorials of, you know, putting on that. No, I don't darken my brows. Occasionally, I'll end up, you know, accidentally putting, you know, mascara on my brows, and then use that to kind of smear them in. But yeah. And the last thing, of course, I usually use my lip gloss, but it's in there, and I'm not going back. So we're using, we're using Broadway Colors Matte Lip Liqueur in number 4 Pink Drop. This will turn out to be way too light. I'll end up blotting it, but yeah. Actually, I won't have to blot it because actually it looks really good. I also like it because it's really hydrating. So, and I really like that. And of course, when applying my makeup, the last thing, I'm now finished. And yes, I do have that look in there. Okay. And the last thing I use is my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. I usually use about 10 sprays. And that concludes my makeup. And there we go. I'm looking boss. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video and you want to see other videos just like this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. I will be doing a nutrition video in the coming week. It should be recorded Monday, and it will be uploaded probably around Tuesday, because I have to edit it and everything else. I usually don't, but you know, I'm getting into editing, so everything will look nicer. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you later.